Morning everybody, it's Jean Marie. So I am going to make my first project today with my February bargain bead box. I know February is almost over and I'm a little late getting started on it. A lot of people are already done with their box, but that's okay. I don't get mine till around the 10th anyway, and some people still have not gotten theirs, so it'll work out fine. I don't mind. Please excuse the glitter if you can see it sparkling. My granddaughter and I have been painting safety eyes and glittering them, and there is glitter everywhere in this house at the moment. I tried cleaning it all up, but yeah. If you've ever worked with glitter, you know what I'm saying. Okay, so the necklace project I want to work on today is kind of a Y style, using our toggle as a center focal. However, I am not putting the bar that came with it, this cute little flower, in as the toggle. I just grabbed something out of my stash that will fit it and match it fairly well, because I'm going to actually turn this into a link, sort of. It's going to hang as part of the, tilt just a bit here. It's going to hang as part of the overall design here. These three sections are going to be dangled like this. I think I actually want another one of those little cube beads in here somewhere. Kind of like that. I have not put this together. I don't know if it's even going to work, but we'll work on it and see. So I do have some silver wire in 26 gauge, and I'm going to pull off probably about 6 inches of it, and cut that. Get to my cutter here under all my glitter mess. Okay, so I'm going to take this to start with, and you can see that there is some space under the flower, between the flower and the bar. If it would focus, you could. There you go. And I'm going to work in that space to create a loop. So first thing I'm going to do is take my wire and just kind of put it up under that, or run it through it, something. Get it in there. Like that. Okay. And then I'm just going to bring it up around that base. And I'm just going to twist and twist. I'm going to twist these two strands of wire together pretty much all the way up. Best I can. I do want it to be tight down here on the actual link portion though, so I do want to tighten that up a bit. I don't want it slipping and sliding around on me. There we go. That's good and tight up there now. So we'll just twist this up some more. And I think I might just grab my pliers and hold on to it and twist. There we go. So it's just got some twists in it, just to make that one piece of wire kind of two. Alright, so now I'm going to go up in this direction. I'm going to take my round nose pliers and just do a wrapped loop. Kind of, sort of. If I can get that to stay up there. Okay, so I'm going to go up to the top of it, right about get to focus here. So right about in that area. Bring my wire down. And I'm going to wrap right around that base piece just once, just to make a loop. Okay? Now that I've made the loop, I'm just going to take the rest of my tail. I'm going to hold my loop and hold the little flower portion best I can here. And I'm going to take the rest of this, and I'm just going to keep wrapping that base of the flower 3 or 4 times, 2 or 3 times, whatever it takes to make it feel secure. Hopefully you can see that all right. So now I have a loop up here, and it's sturdy because I've wrapped this. So I can go ahead and push it closer to the flower now and trim the excess off. And then, oops, I only got one of them. Well, there we go. And I'm just going to squish that down. Don't want it poking. And then I'm just going to take my pliers and just kind of tighten my wraps up. Make everything good and tight. Push them up onto that flower as much as possible, or up to it at least, so they're not quite as visible as they were. There. And now I have flower, but one wire there still. I gotta kind of push out of the way, but so I have two loops. Okay. Okay, so you can decide when you hang yours if you want your loop to hang this way or this way. It doesn't really matter. It's all going to depend on how it's hanging on your little project here. But essentially, this is what it's going to hang like. Okay. Does that make sense so far? Oh, gosh, I hope so. All right. Okay, so I paused for a second, just moved my camera up a little bit. I didn't think I was getting a very good overall view of everything, so I hope that helps. I have some chain here that I had in my stash. It's just a lot of chain that I had received on a spool once upon a time. Now it's just a big old massive ball of tangles probably, but that's what I'm going to use in here with my dangles. I'm probably going to use it to continue on too, because I don't like the chain that came with the box. Not with the box. I will use it for something else, but I don't particularly care for it with this. It's too big for something so dainty. It's way too shiny. It doesn't match anything, in my opinion, so I really don't like it. But I did pull a couple little flower bead caps out of my own stash, just to go on these little agate beads that we have here. And I am going to use some of these cute little flower, rose, whatever they are, beads in here. Just going to kind of edge the little crystal beads with it. And I think I'm going to need two more out. So it's going to be kind of dainty, I think. Rather feminine, quite pretty. I'm going to pull off another piece of this 26 gauge wire to wrap this piece and bring it up through the bead cap that we got with the box, and create and I'm just going to pinch it right over the top of it like this with my nail, so it's tight, just like that. It's kind of like a cotter pin. I'm going to drop my bead cap right down over the two wires, just like this. And once again, I want to kind of twist these a little bit because I'm going to turn it into one piece of wire. Just enough to kind of hold them together, which it didn't do anyway. That's okay. I am going to bend over my round nose pliers, go back up into that bend, up and over, and around, just like we do anytime we do a wrapped loop. And if I can find my pliers. Okay, so I'm going to hold those 2 wires, and I'm going to take the tail of the 2 wires and just give it a little bit of a wrap. And with the 2 of them, it's going to fill up a lot quicker, so you don't need to do a ton of wraps. Sorry if I was out of frame. Literally, I was just wrapping my wires right around the base here. Okay. I'm going to trim those off. And straighten up my loop and tuck my ends. Just like that. Okay. I do kind of want to make sure my loop is in line with the front of my crystal. So it hangs straight when it's down here. Okay, I need a bunch of small jump rings. Let's see if I can find my small jump rings. Okay, so I dug out a mixed bag. I want to dig out the small ones in it, so like the little 4mm. Get out a bunch of them. Okay. Find an end to this chain, which might be a bit of a struggle here. I know there's an end in it somewhere. Okay. So here's the end. Now I just need to figure out how far do I want things to hang. I do need to wrap these little things still. This butterfly actually is going to hang off this piece. Oop. Off this one. That one's going to hang with that one. So why don't I go ahead and, I'm not going to do wrapped, I'm going to do eye pins on these. Let's go ahead and get that ready before we start working with the chain. Okay, so I just need one for this one. Being very careful not to crack your crystal. Trim it down. And put in your wrapped loop, your rolled loop. So there's one for there. Okay, that and that. So I need one for this one. No, I got it more. So I need one for this one. Whoa! That didn't go in my coffee. Kind of almost sounds like it did. There's that. And one up here. I won't need as many jump rings as I was thinking I would. Just a few. And I do want a head pin for this one. Do I want flat? So it doesn't show. Do I want a ball? So it does. Let's see. Kind of like the look of the ball. Gives that flower a little, almost a little steaming. Kind of looks like a bell though, maybe not. Yeah, it looks too much like a bell. I'll go with the flat. Maybe. Okay, there we go. Now to figure out how much I want in between them. I think between these I am only going to do with the distance of a jump ring, no chain. Oop, wrong ones. They all look alike. Okay. I don't want this one to hang quite as far down, so. There's that one. Okay, this one I definitely want a few sections of chain, so maybe 3 links of this. And this is a very tiny chain, so. And of course, everyone's going to use their own. I'm going to do 4 links. Everyone's going to use their own judgment on how far they want theirs to hang and what they use for chain. And but I don't want it to hang too far because it's going to be a very long strand. So take another jump ring. My son's dog is sitting at my feet, so if you can hear all the noise, that's her. Iris, stop scratching. Okay, I know it can work. And now I'm going to go right into that little ring that I created here on this. I'm going to try to go in there. I don't think I opened my jump ring far enough. Oh, there we go. I just thought this flower was so cute. I just wanted it to be more of a focal. So there's the chain from it. There's the flower. I'm going to add a little bit of chain here, maybe, maybe 3 links this time, because I do have to add jump rings. A jump ring, the other one can clip to the, clip right to the crystal. Oh my goodness, these chains, sterling silver, they don't cut easy. All right. And this time I'm going to go through that back loop that we would have used if it was a toggle. Okay. And from that, I'm going to hang the crystal. Okay. And I hooked it to the wrong one. Of course I did. Let's hook it to the correct chain. Alright. So now we've got this. I think that's looking really cute. And my question is, do I want to hook right to that? I think it's getting pretty long, so I think I do. I don't think I want to add another chain link in there and make it even longer. So I'm going to hook directly to this. Let's see how we're looking. Oh, I love it. It's so cute. I love that. Okay, now the butterfly one. I want a little bit of chain in this one. Maybe again 3 links. Again, a jump ring. Go through the butterfly. And then I'll use the opening on the crystal to connect to the other end of the chain. Maybe. Here we go. And this is how it's starting to look. Okay. Oh my goodness, I think that's so cute. Alright. Now I need a little bit bigger jump rings. I'm going to see if I got some 6mm here. So I got to clear that ring there. 1, 2. I thought I had another one here. Where'd it go? Didn't I just pick one out? Should I put it back? I probably did. There are no more 6mm in there? This one. Same one I picked up before. It's a shiny metal. I might have to dig in the drawer and get out a package of 6mm, I guess. I don't know why there's no more in here. That one might have been a fluke. Alright, let's get that mess out of the way. There we go. Come on. Don't fight me. Okay, so there's one. Ah, oh, had it. I was there. And this one. Because he's a dangly, they're going to move around front to back, back to front. So I'm not too concerned with the fact that they may not be. Well, they actually are lining up frontwards pretty well. But they are going to flip and flop and do their own thing, so that's okay. But isn't that cute? Alright, let's add Mr. Butterfly. Kind of want to make sure this one's facing forward. The butterfly has a lot of area. Maybe gonna say I didn't think I had my jump ring open enough, but I got it. Alright, this is what we've got so far. I can get everything untangled. Oh my goodness, I think that is so pretty. Okay, so that's what we've got. Of course, our bar will come in on this side. And now from here, it's just simple stringing. I'm going to string this portion up and see if I want to add another, maybe the blue crystals in the center or something with another butterfly, or I don't know. We'll see. Let's work on getting this strung up first, though. Okay, so we're going to need 2 sections of... Do I want 2 sections? No, just one big long one because it's going to go around the back. So how much do I want? I have out this blue beading wire. This was from the 10 pack of colored that I got from Amazon. This is a... oh gosh, I can't remember the brand, but I got it from Amazon anyway. It's a 10 pack of beading wire. If you just Google on Amazon the 10 pack of colored tiger tail or beading wire, you'll get it. And I've had it for a while. I've used it a lot, so it's really lasted well. Those are the worst cutters ever. Okay. Again, I really don't know how I want to finish off the neck piece. Still not sure if I might just add chain to the back of it. I think I will. I think I'm just going to add chain to the back of it. So I'm going to cut this in half and just bead up each section. I'm not going to go all the way around. That'll be easier. Okay. So the first thing I'm going to do is start here with the flower. I'm starting at the center. That way if I want to add more to it, I can. I don't really know once it's strung how long it's going to be. Sometimes it looks really long when it's laid out, and then you get it strung and really isn't that much there. And then I'm going to do a bead cap and one of our quartz. These are so pretty. And I did try to pick out the 4 that went together the best. Because some of them are really dark, some of them are light. Then I'm just going to repeat that again with the rose bead, 3 of the triangular beads, and another rose bead, and then again one of my bead caps, quartz, bead cap, rose bead, 3 crystals, and another rose bead. Apologize for my fingernails. They are full of paint and glitter, and unfortunately, yeah, I think that's perfect. I don't think I'm going to go any longer than that. I think I'll finish it with chain from that point. So it looks good. Alright, I'm going to tie a knot in this one. Do the same thing. My fireplace fluttering out. It's propane, so it kicks on and kicks off. And a bead cap, quartz, bead cap, flower bead, 3 crystals, Flower bead. These little flower beads are so cute. The quartz. Bead cap. Flower bead and crystals. Have any of you seen the expansion packs yet? I haven't even looked, honestly. Kind of curious as to what they put with it, if they got different color in it besides all the blue. And my flower bead. Alright. And they go so fast that if you don't see it when they come out, then you don't get to see it to see what they had. That is looking so pretty. I really love that. I just love this little toggle anyway. I think it's absolutely gorgeous. It's so pretty. Alright. So now I need some clamshells and some crimp beads. So there's my clamshells. And so here there's crimp beads. Roll my chair back into place. These are the 6x3mm stainless steel clamshells. Binding 2133. And then just 2x1.2mm brass crimp beads. Alright, so I'll go to this end first, drop on my clamshell, pick up a crimp bead, one that doesn't look terrible. Sometimes they just look really, really flimsy and weak. That one was a really good one, I don't want to lose it. Squish that one down and grab a second one. With these smaller ones, I generally use 2 just to be secure. Trim that off, bring up my cap, clamshell. These clamshells are the ones that have the double ring, which is nice. I like the ones with the 2 rings for hooking your chain to instead of the one. I just feel like they're a little more secure. Don't always have those ones. Alright, I'm going to cut my knot off. Open up one of these ones and drop it down over. And again, pick up a crimp. Let everything come down to the bottom here. And get in here and squish that crimp. Grab another one. Oop, bump the camera a time or two. Sorry about that. Squish that one as well, although it didn't really line up well. But it's on there. It's good and tight, so trim that piece off and close this up. Alright, there is one side done. I think I will use the 4mm jump ring on that. Go through the top of my toggle ring and through both of my clamshell loops. . Sometimes if your jump rings are not great, you have to finagle them into place, so be afraid to do so. There, that is looking really, really pretty. Alright, same thing on this side. Drop on that, pick up a crimp, give it a squish. Probably get really sick of listening to this, but for people that are new, don't know what to do with it, or what I'm doing, if I was just to do it, not say anything, they wouldn't really understand, so always got to be considerate of the new people learning. Alright, cut the knot off this end. Let all my beads drop down to that clamshell. Maybe I can get that through there. Pick up my crimp. Again, let everything just drop down. Let gravity do its thing. Don't push on it. Just let it fall. Grab your little crimp and give it a squish. Then same thing with the second one. Get those extra ones out of the way. That one come down to the other one. There. Get out another 4mm jump ring. And you could certainly make your beaded section longer if you'd feel like you'd like a lot more beads on it. You could make it beaded all the way around your neck if you wanted to. I keep my spare bars when I use my round toggle as earrings. I keep the spare bars, so this little spare bar came in handy. It's not as pretty as the one that came with the flower, but that's not what everyone's looking at. I might need a little more length there because getting a toggle through, sometimes you need a little more chain distance. So I am going to open that back up and just put in a couple more 4mm jump rings just to give it the clearance that it needs. So let's find a couple more here. And I'm just going to link them on like a chain. So close that up a little better than that. That's one. This is number 2. And put on number 3. You could also use a piece of chain if you wanted to. God, these rings are awful. Alright. So now we take the third one up here at the top and we will reattach that toggle bar. And, oh yeah, it moves so much better. Way better. Isn't that cute? I love it. Oh my god, that's so cute. So there's the necklace. Now we just need to add a little chain. I'm going to use the same chain that I've been cutting up for this because it's dainty and fine and I like it. Way better than the other one. So, find that end again. I swear every time I see the end there's a knot in it. Now listen, trying to find the other end. Here we go. Alright, so just another little 4mm jump ring. Go right through my 2 loops on my clamshell and attach my chain. Now we're going to do my magic measuring around my neck, and I have a massive chain here to hang on to while I do it. Okay, so I'm going to cut it right here, and then I will take a measurement. I did get it a little longer than I do some of my necklaces, because I think a Y necklace always looks best when it's a little longer. I have a cat pulling on the end of my chain as I'm trying to cut. And let's see how long we got this. I'm going to say it's close to 14 inches, but rulers. Okay, we have got, there's 12. Yep, let's see, it's right about 14. It is exactly 14 inches, so there you go. I'm going to attach this end with another little jump ring. See if I can find one that's not overlapping itself drastically. Come on. My holes didn't line up too well. I didn't want to go through it. There. But stop bumping the camera. It'd be nice, huh? There is our pretty little Y-style necklace. Gosh, I think it came out really, really nice. How did I manage to do that? Got myself tangled twice here. I also somehow managed to end up on the other side. Don't really know how I did that either. But whatever, it works. It looks good. It's pretty. I like it. So I think we've got enough time to make a quick little pair of earrings to go with that. I have no idea what we're going to do. So I'm going to pause for a minute and think on it. Okay, so this is what I came up with. Again, very simple earrings, but they'll look really cute with this necklace. I'm going to need some eye pins and a couple flathead pins. And we will just keep them very, very simple. Wish I had more of those flower pieces to the toggle there, the toggle bars, because I would love to make earrings out of those. Wished I had 2 of them. It'd be really cute. Okay. And we are just going to do each piece as a link. I put the wrong one on? No, I just grabbed the wrong thing. Okay. When you bend over your crystal, you want to make sure you put your thumbnail or something in there to bend with, so you're not bending right against the crystal, because it will chip. My thumbnails are really strong and fairly thick, so that's what I use. Whoa. I have no idea where that piece went. And we're just going to roll them, and we're going to try to roll them, but this is a really, really thick eye pin. There we go. I think I've almost got it. I'm getting my pliers. It's either that or I'm really weak, which it could very well be. Okay. I have a container that holds all my eye pins and head pins and all that kind of stuff, and I just mix all eye pins together and all head pins together, and so they're different sizes and thicknesses all mixed together, which probably isn't the best idea, but oh well. And I think head pins tend to be a little bit tougher than eye pins anyway in general. Well, that one worked. That one was a lot easier than the other one. Let's see how the bend is. Like glitter all over me. Oh yeah, it's already bending easier. Definitely a different gauge wire than the first one. I wish we'd gotten more of that little drop piece. This thing. I love that. It's so pretty. I'd like to have had about 6 of those. Not to be greedy or anything. Alright. So now we're just going to connect these. And I'm not worried about which way they go on here because, again, they're just going to swing, free float. Each one of these is going to spin on its piece of wire anyway. So there's really no sense in trying to line things up. So there's one. And 2. Coming right up. There. And I think I'm going to do ball posts on these. Just because I like them. And I will use a jump ring. This one looks like it could use a trim. trim. It's overlapping quite a bit. Cut enough of it off either because it's still kind of overlapping, but not as bad as it was. This is the earring, number 1. And earring number 2. I am the most uncoordinated person. There. I think those are pretty. I like them a lot. Alright, I have a little container here somewhere of rubber backs. And those are complete. So here is the earrings. If it would stop attaching itself to my thumbnail. And then the necklace. So what do you think, guys? Do you like this one? Drop me a comment and let me know what you think. Share if you haven't, if you haven't hit the share button, please hit the share button. Hit the like button. If you are not a subscriber but you like watching my videos, please, please, please consider subscribing. I would really, really love that. If you're going to watch anyway, you might as well subscribe and know when there's more coming up. So that would be greatly appreciated. All right, guys, I'm going to put this on a form and show it to you, and then we'll be done for the day. Thank you. So here it is, everybody. I think it looks really, really pretty. I like it a lot. I'm going to close up a couple of those eye pins, obviously. You can see one right there at the top. It is a little open. I can go through now that I'm not under the camera. Tighten those up a little bit, but yeah, I think overall it came out absolutely beautiful. I really love it. So I'll be curious to see what you guys all think. Again, thank you all for joining me. I do appreciate it. Thank you all who subscribe. I greatly, greatly appreciate that. Yeah. So next time, guys, I will see you. Bye-bye.